I listed specific incidents like the Christmas pajamas and the vacation conflicts and the college announcement. I wrote that I needed her to acknowledge these things actually happened and weren't accidents or misunderstandings. I said I needed her to stop trying to force conversations about healing and let me come to her when I was ready. I needed her to respect my locked door and my privacy. I needed her to stop volunteering me for things without asking first. The letter was 3 pages long by the time we finished. My therapist helped me take out the parts that were just angry and keep the parts that clearly stated what had to change. I printed it out that night and left it on the kitchen counter for Rachel to find in the morning. 3 days later, there was an envelope on my desk with my name on it. Rachel's response letter started defensive, saying I was being unfair, and she tried her best with a difficult situation. But then halfway through, the tone changed. She admitted the Christmas pajamas thing was intentional, because she wanted matching photos with just her bio kids. She said she did plan activities when I had conflicts because it was easier than dealing with me. She wrote that she felt threatened by my relationship with Dad and tried to minimize my presence. It wasn't everything I wanted her to admit, but my therapist said it was more accountability than most people ever get from their abusers. In March, Aunt Linda invited me to dinner at her house with just the family members who'd supported me after Christmas. Owen was there, and so were a few cousins, including Aubrey. Nobody brought up Rachel or the drama. We just ate and talked and laughed like normal people. Aunt Linda made my favorite dessert, and Owen told embarrassing stories about Dad when he was young. It felt really good to be around people who actually saw me and believed me without me having to prove anything. On the drive home, I felt lighter than I had in months. A week later, Dad told me he and Rachel were starting couples therapy. He said the therapist recommended it after his individual sessions. He looked tired when he told me their marriage might not survive this whole thing. I felt guilty for a second, like maybe I should take some of it back to keep his marriage together. But then I felt relieved because maybe he'd finally be free of her manipulation too.
But I just hate on it.
He said no matter what happened with Rachel, he was committed to fixing things with me. The financial aid package from college arrived in early April. I opened it at the kitchen table with my hands shaking. The scholarship covered almost half of tuition, and the financial aid covered most of the rest. Between that and the small amount I'd saved from my part-time job, I could actually afford to go without asking Dad for much help at all. I ran upstairs and called Aunt